Warning, this video contains unpopular opinions by me, but they're opinions, so chill out. What is going on, guys? So I wanted to do this video for quite a while. I had a podcast where I talked about Omnisphere sucking, and then of course the community in itself got upset about this because Omnisphere is the holy grail. Most people usually use Omnisphere because they see their favorite music producers use it as well, and that's fine because we are all inspired by something, right? So I'm not saying that Omnisphere is a bad plugin. By no means is this something that I don't like. My opinion, and I will back it up because I have 5 plugins that I picked that are better than Omnisphere, and I will explain that because I think a lot of people have a weird understanding of how Omnisphere works, and they think that everything that Omnisphere does is exclusive to Omnisphere. So let's get into that, but first, let's get into the fuck shit. Make sure y'all follow me on Twitter. I'm saying it. We talk about some pretty funny stuff, and I really get motivation for these videos to explain stuff to the community, either if you like it or not. Again, leave a comment below. I want to hear from you guys. So the first meme was provided by CMP Kits, and make sure you follow him on YouTube. He has some pretty dope videos and a great podcast, and he says, "Add Mcree, I need you to show me on the DAW where Omnisphere touched you." So so first off, let me explain it. When I was ranting about Omnisphere 2, I was arguing back and forth with a person, and I'll show that post a little later. And then I responded, of course, to this, laughing my ass off. It touched me on my CPU. Inside joke, but outside joke, we all know that Omnisphere 2 is pretty CPU intensive, and that is one of my biggest gripes about it. Nothing against Eric Pearson. He is one of my favorite sound designers, especially when he did stuff for Roland back in the day. And he's a talented developer. He knows how to run a development team, and he made a great tool. So in response to that, Pupil of Society, which follows me on Twitter, he posted this picture of a CPU exploding, and that was in response to me saying, good luck running 3 of those things on one of your projects. It's one of those things that I can't deal with. And yes, I do have a laptop that is suitable for it, or it should be specs wise. If we're gonna look at synthetic specs, it should be able to run it with no problem, 3 or more. But it can't. Anyways, I added some caption. I said, when you open more than 3 Omnisphere version 2s in your DAW, and LOL, and that is how I feel like it runs when you're doing that. So this is when people started defending Omnisphere 2, and I have no problem with that. If you really like a synth, then absolutely you should defend it. So shout out to Azuri. He also follows me, and he also asks me questions and stuff, but you know, he loves Omnisphere, and his response, where Omnisphere really shines is its modulation and complex layering, having DSP synthesis to layer with the sample stuff. People are using Omnisphere like a sampler, and that's now really what Omnisphere offers. That's like people using Contact for only one shot. So I don't really understand if he was defending Omnisphere. I think that he was, but I don't know. A lot of people only think Omnisphere can do sampling and granular synthesis and multi-layers and stuff like that, when that's not the case. Omnisphere is not the only plugin that can do that, and that's where I'm going to get into the stuff. So this is where I had a poll, and I wanted to ask a question, and the way I phrased it was to get people to react in a certain way, and like the internet, they did. And I know I played a little filthy game there, but I love you guys. And I asked, Omnisphere 2 overhyped? Is Omnisphere 2 overhyped, and why? And 807 votes, and only 30% said yes, and then 70% said no. So obviously the 70% doesn't know that there are other things out there that does compete with Omnisphere 2, and you guys should get that information from people like me. And I'm not here to shit on you guys, of course. Demi Largo says, no, because it really is the best VST. No VST can do what Omnisphere can do, especially sample wise. If you're comparing it to Electra, you clearly forgetting that Omnisphere actually has organic sampled sounds that are good. And honestly, you can't say it's overhyped if you don't even have Omnisphere. So yes, I do own Omnisphere 2. I've had it for quite a while now, for about a year. and I just haven't felt it. There's certain things I don't like about it, and you know, I'll probably get into that in another video because I want to do a review of it, you know, a couple of years after. It doesn't hurt to have another opinion about it, but it's pretty good, and I should update it to 2.6 just to check it out. I have 2.5, and of course, yes, I do own it. You can verify it by reporting me like some of you assholes have been doing anyways. So the first plugin that I want to say obviously is going to be Electra, and Electra is one of the best plugins out there that does multi-layer and multi-synthesis. It does wavetable synthesis. You can put samples in there. Yes, you can granulize. So I'm going to play an example of something where I just did some synthesis behind it. Let me pick out a patch that's pretty random. And that was something from the Area 51 XP that I'm going to show in another video as well. But that is one of the things it can do. So here's a prime example of a patch that uses granular synthesis, a sample, and can do multi-layer stuff. This is one key. Matter of fact, I'll do it over here. One finger. So I don't want to hear that stuff about multi-layer synthesis and all that. Again, you can access all this stuff. You have 3 oscillators per layer, and everything is individual too, by the way. If you do something on this page, this next page won't be affected by this page. So you can use multiple arpeggios and all that stuff. So it's really good, and the bang for the buck comes in the price. Again, it's $200. Omnisphere is $500 for that. I think the thing that it lacks the most, of course, is presets, but of course we make those type of presets. Me and Ocean View and Imperial do a damn good job of that, as well as Levels. Happy birthday, by the way, Levels. Another great example of a plugin that people sleep on is Dune 3 or Dune 2. It might be a bad time to mention, but all the links will be in the description box. But this in front of us is Dune 3. Let me go ahead and do another one button. Shout out to Kevin Schroeder. He is a dope sound designer. One of my favorites, easily in the top 5 with Eric Pearson over there at Spectrasonics. So the thing about this that I really like is the fact that you do get 8 layers. Unfortunately, it doesn't have the ability to use the arpeggios individually in each layer, and that's the only thing that really sucks about it. But since it's out there in a whim, hopefully the guys over there at Synapse Audio will hear that and add that in the update. But there is one thing that I do like about it is the fact that you can add MIDI to it, and you can use the MIDI to do sequences as well. And of course, this is very affordable, at least when compared to Omnisphere 2. I think it's $199. It might be a little less than that. Sometimes you can catch it for like $129. So wait for a sale or some shit. So this next one that we're looking at right now is Falcon. And this one right here should be in the top 5 underrated synths because a lot of people over glance this one. And this really does have some unique properties about it. This is a plugin that I really do need to talk about because I think a lot of people think that this is a Rambler, but a lot of the expansions that UVI develop can work in their free workstation as well. And this is a really strong tool on the same level as Omnisphere, if not better in many cases, because of the fact that you can do things like mix up different types of synthesis and randomize it so that you can do wavetable on one end, you could do FM synthesis on another end, and then you can also add like something like a sample or something like that and choose it to do random flips between the two, of course key grouping samples and all that great stuff. And you also can build your own synthesizer inside of here, and it's a lot of things. I've covered it in older videos, and those videos probably need an update, but this right here is very slept on, and a lot of people overglance this. This does come in, if you want UVI Falcon, it does come in under $500, It is about $300. Sometimes you can catch it on sale and it'll be like $250 or something like that. I don't know, but UVI is a very credible company. And again, if you have Pro Tools, the newer versions or the subscription to Pro Tools, you get UVI stuff for free. So that is pretty cool that they included that. And speaking of Pro Tools, here's a plugin that is also slept on. So I tried to pull up Hybrid 3. I don't know what's going on with my computer. I probably might have to look and see if it's installed on there, something weird. But as you can see, the price is $14.99. I have a video. All the videos will be at the top right of the screen there. So, you know, I did a dope video for Hybrid 3 last year, and you see the price is $15 or $14.99, however you like to look at it. Really good. Really dope. Link in the description box. Also, the videos. Click on the card for the videos. This is like an honorable mention. This isn't on the same level as Omnisphere as far as like different type of synthesis, because this is a Rambler and this is a span. So this is my honorable mention. So if you really want live sounds or sounds like these, so the biggest thing about it is it's really cheap. It's been out for quite a while now. And also, you know, it has a ton of sounds, as you can see as I scroll through a whole bunch of the stuff there. So I don't have Synthmaster anymore, but I do have Synthmaster One. But Synthmaster in itself is another multi-layered synth that costs little to $100 or even less right now. I think it's on sale for like $30. It might be a little less than that, but this right here is really, really good. And the reason why I don't have Synthmaster anymore, I can't remember if I had like some type of glitch or something like that, but that was because I had moved a bunch of files over and messed it up, and I can't find my install for it. So with that said, let me know how you feel in the comments below. I'm pretty sure you guys are going to blast me and say that it ain't it or something like that, and that's fine, because I do like to hear from the community, and, you know, make me laugh too as well if you're going to say something crazy out and outrageous. And, you know, I like to respond and give my feedback, but, you know, those are my picks. I do know that Ocean did a video. Ocean is a producer out there in Europe, and he's a really dope YouTuber as well. He just happened to put Omnisphere in his top 5 video, and I was gonna do it. Of course, everybody knows I was gonna do the video, so, you know, I'm not copying his video, but yeah, definitely check out his video as well, because he has some pretty dope picks. And also with that, let me know what your picks are if you're not gonna rock with Omnisphere on a beat. And, you know, if you love Omnisphere, hey, nothing wrong with that. And also let me know if you want some Omnisphere tutorials as well. You know, I just want to see where everybody's head is at, because I want to show you guys I do know how to use Omnisphere, except for like saving. And I'll just ask Imperial because Imperial knows how to save the files and stuff like that. And thanks again, and shout out to Eric Pearson. I'm not ripping on your software, of course. I just think, you know, when I bought it, it was hella expensive, and I get little to no use out of it when there are other plugins out there that I can do the exact same things. In my opinion, I know you guys are going to have your opinions as well. Damn, oh my God, I can't wait.